Hello, my name is Hanif Jidan Alsatulail with student ID 212230001, a segment for English for course.
Part 1. Talk Mental Health.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
What's your full name?
My full name is Hanif Jidan Alsatulail.
Can I see your identification?
Yes, sure, here it is.
Thanks. Let's talk about emotion. How do you usually deal with stress?
Well, when I feel stressed, the first thing I usually do is take some time to be alone. I calm myself down by staying quiet, reflection, and letting my energy recover. Being alone helps me reorganize my thought and emotion. After that, I sometimes choose to forget the problem for a moment so I don't overthink. I believe giving myself space really makes a difference. Besides that, I also talk to close friend or family member when I feel overwhelmed. Sharing what I feel makes the burden much lighter.
Do you think you're good in managing your own emotion?
I think I'm very good managing my emotion, but of course I'm still learning. I try to stay calm, especially when things are intense. I don't really explode or show negative reaction. I take a few minutes to cool down and think before I respond. However, I admit that sometimes I avoid expressing my feelings, so I'm trying to improve that being more open.
Who do you usually talk to when you feel strong emotion, like angry, sad, or excited?
When I feel very angry, sad, or even excited, I usually talk to my close friend or a family member, anyone I trust. They know me very well, so they can give honest opinions and comfort. Taking to the right person help me see the situation more clearly.
What do you do to stay emotionally healthy?
To stay emotionally healthy, I try to maintain balance in my daily life. I make time for rest, hobbies, and small activities that make me happy. I also remind myself that it's okay not to be okay and that emotion are normal. I try to focus on positive environment and avoid unnecessary conflicts. Most importantly, I keep communication open with people around me so I don't carry everything alone.
Thanks, sir. Please end our discussion.
Thanks. Part 2. Cue card.
Now I'm going to give you a topic. You have a minute to prepare, and you should speak for 1 or 2 minutes. Describe an event that shocked your emotional state, and you need to take care of it.
Okay, sir. I would like to talk about an emotional experience that really affected me deeply and taught me a lot about dealing with feelings. This happened when I was in senior high school. The first event was when my respected religious teacher passed away. He was a great figure in my life, and I used to learn from him at the place called Muhammad Iqbal. His passing was sudden, and it shocked me emotionally. I felt a mixture of sadness, disbelief, and empathy because he was someone I admired and learned a lot from. Another emotional situation that also impacted me happened more recently. It involved my relationship with my partner. At the time, I was very busy with my responsibilities and activities, and because of that, we often had miscommunication. My partner didn't fully understand my condition, and sometimes she didn't want to start a conversation first. This made me feel stressed, quickly, and emotionally drained because communication is something important for me. But situation affected me in different ways, but they had the same emotional weight. To improve my emotional state, I did a few things. First, I gave myself to process everything. For example, when my teacher passed away, I tried to achieve the really slowly. I stayed quiet for some time, reflected on the memories, and prayed for him. That helped me find place. When I came to my relationship issue, I tried to be more understanding and patient. Instead of letting the miscommunication continue, I tried to talk openly when I was ready. I learned that sometimes people just need time, and forcing communication doesn't always help. So I allowed myself to calm down before talking. From the experience, I learned several things. I realized that emotional pain is part of life. But when but what matters is how we handle it. I also learned that giving myself space, being honest with my feelings, and communicating clearly are very important for emotional health. This experience taught me to be stronger, more patient, and more appreciative of the people around me. Part 3, Discussion Question.
How important is emotional health compared to physical health?
In my opinion, emotional health is just as important as physical health. If someone is emotional unstable, it can affect their physical condition. 2. Stress, anxiety, and sadness can cause lack of sleep, loss of appetite, or even physical illness. On the other hand, when our mind is healthy, we can focus better, work better, and maintain better relationships. So emotional and physical health are connected, and both must be taken care of equally.
Why do some people find it difficult to express their moment?
There are several reasons. Some people are afraid of being judged or misunderstood, so they keep everything inside or they grow up in environments where expressing emotion is seen as weakness. Some people simply don't know how to put their feelings into words, and there are also people who prefer to avoid conflict, so they chose silence. It really depends on personality and life experience.
Do you think school need to teach emotional intelligence?
Yes, definitely. I believe emotional intelligence should be taught in school because it's an essential life skill. Students learn many academic subjects, but they also need to learn how to manage their emotion, communicate effectively, and understand others. If school teach emotional intelligence, students will grow up more empathic, confident, and mental healthy. It can also reduce bullying and improve the overall atmosphere of the school.
Uh,
Okay, thank you.